Gensol scam shocker. SEBI probe, Arun Menon resigns, EV dreams shattered. Imagine investing in a stock that everyone believes is leading the future electric mobility revolution. A stock that keeps climbing, one that every analyst bets will be the next multi-bagger. But suddenly, shock strikes. The stock plummets, the promoters face fraud allegations, and the company's independent director steps down. This is the story of Gensol Engineering. Once a symbol of clean energy and EV innovation, it has now become a synonym for a major corporate scandal. This isn't just about money, it's about a deep betrayal of trust, a crushing blow to investors who once saw a bright future in this company. Now, Gensol is under intense scrutiny as SEBI, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, has launched a full-fledged investigation. Amid this, Arun Menon, the independent director, has officially resigned, triggering even more concerns in the market. Today, we'll dive deep into this unfolding saga. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you never miss important updates like this. So let's get started. After an investigation by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, it has been revealed that Gensol Engineering's promoters, Anmol Jaggi and Puneet Jaggi, grossly misused the company's funds. This wasn't a minor misstep. It was a well-planned financial operation, where government loans were diverted for personal luxury. The situation is so serious that independent director Arun Menon resigned with immediate effect. In his resignation, he expressed deep concern over the company's lack of financial transparency and questionable capital expenditures. He wrote clearly that Gensol's books and its expensive loans had now become a threat to the company's sustainability. It reflects a deeper imbalance, where the race for growth left ethics far behind. All this unfolded at a time when SEBI discovered that Anmol and Puneet had taken term loans worth 978 crore rupees from IREDA and PFC, intended specifically for purchasing electric vehicles, which were to be leased to partners like BlueSmart. However, SEBI's report found that nearly 262 crore rupees has no clear accounting. In other words, around 30% of the funds are either untraceable or used for purposes unrelated to the company's actual objectives. This isn't just a financial irregularity, it's the collapse of a regulatory and trust framework upon which India's new age business future was being built. A large portion of the loan was transferred to a company named Go Auto. However, the investigation revealed that the same money was routed around and eventually transferred to another entity called 𝐼𝐸𝐺𝐸, which was found to be directly or indirectly connected to Gensol's promoters. From there, the funds were transferred to major real estate companies like DLF and used to purchase an apartment in the Camellias, a premium residential project located in Gurugram. SEBI's report confirms that the apartment was purchased under a firm in which Anmol and Puneet themselves are partners. These transactions clearly demonstrate a systematic misuse of public funds. This entire financial scam has shaken the markets. A company that once promised to drive India's vision of electric mobility has now become a graveyard for those dreams. The impact on the stock market has also been devastating. Gensol's stock has crashed nearly 90% from its all-time high. A stock that was once blindly picked by retail investors has now become the cause of sleepless nights. Close to 100,000 small investors are currently stuck in the stock, unsure of what to do next. This scam is not just about one company. It is the collapse of trust upon which millions of Indian investors have placed their faith in the market. SEBI has taken action by barring Anmol and Puneet from serving as directors or holding any key managerial positions in the company. Additionally, both brothers have been prohibited from participating in any activities in the stock market. Not only this, SEBI has also immediately cancelled Gensol's planned stock split. This means that any corporate actions of the company will now be under strict surveillance, and nothing can proceed without SEBI's explicit approval. This move is not only stringent but also sends a clear message: operating in the market without transparency is no longer acceptable. It demonstrates that when the regulator steps in, there's no place for fraudsters to hide. The resignation of Arun Menon has emerged as a significant turning point in this entire episode. An independent director stepping down is not just a formality, it's a warning signal. His resignation not only raises questions about Gensol's internal state but also highlights the depth of the scam. In his letter, he clearly stated that he disagreed with the company's current financial management and that it goes against his ethical values and professional accountability. A senior professional resigning in such a manner says a lot. It shows that the company lacked not only financial integrity but also ethical leadership. Now the question arises, why did all this come to light so late? Did the company's auditors, board, investors, or even regulators not notice any red flags earlier? If such large transactions were happening, was there no audit trail? Was this a premeditated scam or a systemic failure? Answers to these questions may come in time, but one thing is certain for now: India's startup and corporate ecosystem must urgently strengthen its monitoring systems and accountability mechanisms. This is not just the story of Gensol, but a warning for all companies that attempt to grow rapidly without transparency and ethics. This scandal is not merely the failure of a single company. It represents the shattered hopes of millions of investors who put their hard-earned money into the dream that India's future lies in EVs and clean technology. But when these very companies start breaking that trust, the entire ecosystem shakes. This incident reminds us that if ethics are left behind in the race for growth and technology, the consequences can be devastating. And now the time has come to focus not just on growth, but on sustainable and accountable growth, because once trust is broken, rebuilding it is never easy. In the coming days, SEBI will conduct a thorough investigation into this scam, and criminal proceedings may also follow. But until then, it is essential that investors, regulators, and the government work together to identify business models that appear innovative on paper but are hollow from within. This is a time to return to honesty, transparency, and accountability. Because if that doesn't happen, the story of Gensol will not remain an exception, it will become a trend. And such a trend could prove to be detrimental to the backbone of India's economy.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.